probably already know this freak of nature, and if you don't, this is Andrey Smaev. He's a complete beast when it comes to strength. We've seen that his pull-ups he's just super heavy. He's over 300 pounds, and he's doing that. It's just crazy, and that kind of strength really transfers into arm wrestling. So it's been a lot of attempts to get him into the sport, very unsuccessful so far, because he's a very shy guy, reserved. He doesn't like the spotlight or the competition. But check this out. This is not clickbait, I promise.
He's agreed to come to Batumi, Georgia on August 1st. And I guess we can do some guesses as to who his opponent is.
I don't know, guys. This just seems to me like very good news. Even though it's a celebrity match, we have to treat it like that for what it is. Let's not blow it out of proportion. We still don't know who his opponent is going to be, but it's definitely not going to be Levon. I'm telling you guys, that's not going to happen. I've seen a lot of people saying like, when is going to be? When are we going to see Levon versus Smaev? Like, that's not going to happen. Very different levels. He's just getting into the sport. We've seen with Brian Shaw what's happening. Just because you're strong outside of arm wrestling doesn't mean you know how to use that. Very exciting nonetheless. I think it's going to be good for the sport, and I'm really excited. Can't wait to see this. I wanted to also quickly do a recap of some of the main things that were talked about on that live stream with Robert Baxter and Dexter Tan. So the first thing is that Ricker Borman is unfortunately kind of injured. Not super badly, it's nothing serious, but it will make him miss one of the events where he was supposed to compete.
We wanted to have Rickard come, and he was very excited to come, and we had a match set for him. He called me on Wednesday and said, I've got some bad news. I was pretty sore, a little bit of pain after the East vs. West 23, and there's no swelling or there's no bruising. There's nothing like that. I didn't hear any pop or anything like that, but he said the pain has gotten worse. So he's going to go in and get a scan. Can't come. I mean, if he's not 100%, we don't want him to come.
The second thing that they talked about is that they're trying to move away from this pay-per-view format because they don't think it's actually good for the growth of the sport on the long run. But the reason they're still staying with it is because they're aiming for something like Netflix, and to really pitch the idea to Netflix, they actually have to show large numbers of pay-per-view sales. So that's why they're still doing what they're doing.
So in order for us to reach that level, and in order for the sport to gain popularity and raise everybody up, we need to get off of pay-per-view, which is not a good option for anybody. And that's why UFC is off of it.
So one other thing that they talked about that was related to the pay-per-view also was that they wanted to release the matches after the event, but instead of doing it for free for the first week or so, they want to do it for members only of the YouTube channel of East vs. West.
Maybe what we do is, rather than making it free after a week, we put it on our members channel for a much reduced price. But at least we can show that it's those numbers, even though it's not nearly as much as the $20.
Based on this, I am assuming that they're still going to release the matches for free after like a week or two. I don't know. If they don't, then I think they would be making a big mistake. I think they should keep doing it for free after a week or two. But there's going to be some pushback. I'd like to hear your guys' opinion. What I will say, though, is that the concept is not bad. I would say it's not too bad because you're creating kind of another category of pay-per-view that's more affordable. And the only drawback is that you won't be able to watch it live. But you're still going to watch it, like maybe a day or two later, which is not too bad. You still get to watch the full match and the entire card. So I don't know. We'll see how they do it, how they implement this whole thing. I think the concept is good. We just have to see in practice what it looks like. And what I will say also is that they're trying to increase the pay-per-view number, because they need to show those things to the bigger companies, platforms like Netflix, and that's all they care about. How many people are willing to pay to watch this? That's all they need to see, because we love the sport, it's our passion, but we have to remember that there's a business side and you can't get away from it if you want to grow the sport and make it more profitable for the athletes too, so they can do it full time. And there's a lot of layers to this, so we got to keep it in mind and also form our opinions based on that too. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about from that live stream is this.
So I would really hate to see your account getting banned because you don't understand this very simple concept of do not use any part unless it's just a picture. You could use a picture, but do not use any of the matches.
So basically what Dexter was saying is that they're going to completely ban all usage, completely all usage of any footage from the event, which, by the way, it kind of doesn't make sense because later he said the walkouts, footage of the walkouts are okay, which is still part of the event, right? I mean, I don't understand how they're going to apply it, but I don't agree with that, and I agree with Robert, what he said afterwards, which is it's okay as long as they don't show pins.
What I've told people in the past is that they can use part of our videos as long as it's not showing pins.
I would say would go as far as to say I'm okay with even not showing anything after they're ready to go. I mean, but at least let us use some of the footage before that, you know, to show kind of like what was going on in the match, what the plays look like, what the athletes look like, their expressions, their body language. So everything helps. So let me know what you guys think. There's a lot of things that I talked about in this video. If there's anything in particular that you would like to let me know your opinion on, be sure to go to the comments and let me know. I'm going to be reading your guys' comments, and I've been reading them, and thank you very much for everybody who commented, who liked the video, who subscribed. I really appreciate it. It means a lot.